Well, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Marisol Colquitt, author of A Christian Woman's Guide. And tonight, I'm very proud to present you, ta-da! A copy of, well, it's the proof of my book. Finally, it's out. Just look at that. It's glossy. Look at how thick that is. It's not small, it's 5 by 8. And then you have and then of course, ta-da! I'm just honestly holding this copy. It was just so surreal. I practically cried because God has been on me, I believe, for the past 12 years, like kind of, poking me to start writing. But I just felt that I couldn't. There was just no way I can write a book because I'm a moody writer. And I felt like I can maybe finish 10 pages, but there's no way I was able to write something really long. But I realized that the key to obedience is to just obey. And I finally did. I felt like I was pushed against the wall and I had no more excuse. I ran out of excuses, so I finally did it. And look at that. It's really amazing. And I actually showed it to our pastors last night because we had our weekly Bible study, and my pastor's wife was so impressed. She really loved it, and she actually wanted to keep this copy, but I only ordered one. And she wanted to read it, and of course the pastor, and they actually wanted to endorse my book, so I'm really excited about that. And they're thinking of talking to somebody really well known in my genre, and they are gonna reach out to the lady to endorse my book. So I'm so excited, but that also means that my book is gonna be delayed once more because I'm gonna have to wait for that endorsement, and who knows when or how long that endorsement is gonna take. So, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Again, just look at that. It was designed not by me but by a professional graphic artist that I hired. So I'm really excited about this book, and I know that it's gonna bless people. And they actually prayed for this book, and my pastor was saying the anointing on this book was strong. I almost, I felt it. My husband felt it, and I know that many will be blessed by this book. So if you haven't gotten your copy yet, I really encourage you to grab it while it's available online for very small prices. You can see the price fluctuates because I have to figure out what's the best price to sell my ebook, and then again when this becomes available, then of course this price is gonna be much higher. So if you prefer a hard copy, you're gonna have to wait. Hopefully within 1 month it's gonna be available. I mean, all I need to do right now is just push the button and it will be available for purchase. But because my pastor was insisting on getting an endorsement, so I thought that I'm just gonna wait. But anyway, as you know, one of the chapters of this wonderful book is crafting an irresistible online dating profile, and that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. If you've, let's say you've decided you're gonna take the plunge and you don't know where to start, how to start, what to write, what not to write, because I totally feel you, because I was once in your shoes and I didn't have anybody to talk to and didn't have anybody to ask. So that's why I wrote this book, so that you can have a comprehensive resource or a step-by-step guide on how to create your online dating profile, what questions to ask, what not to ask, what not to write, what to write, how to stay safe. So one of the things that I mentioned in the book is, before you even write your profile, I think it's best that you start with your own list of deal breakers. What are you looking for? Are you really looking for casual relationship, or are you looking for a serious relationship? And then of course, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a married, not a married man, but a divorced man, separated? Honestly, it's not even worth considering if a guy or a woman is separated but not divorced. Are you looking for somebody who's been married before and with children, or with no children? Or you are like me and you're really adamant about getting married to a guy who's never been married before. So for me, honestly, I really wanted somebody who's never been married before and no kids. Maybe you're okay with somebody who's never been married before but already has kids. You know, they just never married the women in their lives. So I just didn't feel that I was ready to be with somebody who has a kid, because I've never been married before and I didn't have kids. So I thought, you know, that's like dual adjustment, you know, adjusting to your husband and then adjusting to the kids. But don't get me wrong, a lot of women, you know, they're totally fine with it, and they're probably more gifted, you know, when it comes to that kind of adjustment. You know, they're just more talented or more able to adapt, you know, or let's just say they're just more adaptable, or they easily adjust to certain situations like that. But it just felt like that wasn't gonna be my standard. Now, are you okay with somebody who goes to church but is not committed, or who's a Sunday goer but you know that during the week he's really out in the bar, or you know, they call themselves a Christian but they would rather go to parties than go to the Bible study at church? And again, I've met this kinds of men, you know. This man, they are Christians, but they're just not that committed. But to me, I wanted to be with somebody I can go to church with, I can serve God with. So list down all your requirements, basically, or your standards, and what are your deal breakers. What are the things that you're gonna consider? You know, you have a leeway, or you're willing to, you know, compromise. Then you also need to decide on geography. Like my husband, he was based in Shreveport in Louisiana, and he was only looking for women in Arkansas or Texas or of course Louisiana, and he was no way gonna consider somebody in Florida where I was. And it really is a miracle that I even popped up on his feed at the time, and that's why we're together now. But some people are very comfortable with me. I didn't care whether he was in Alaska or in Florida. I didn't really care much about that. All I cared about was that he was godly and he was God-fearing, and that he's willing to serve God. And when you've listed down your deal breakers, your preferences, you know, your what do you call this, areas that you're willing to compromise on, then you can start to create a striking and really engaging profile. Create a striking summary, you know, something like you know, somebody, a godly woman who loves to travel and is really looking for a serious relationship. Or for me, like a godly woman looking for somebody who values purity and celibacy. And then you can talk about your likes and dislikes, if you like to travel, if you like to cook. And okay, I'm thinking that I'm running out of time because I need to keep this to 10 minutes. So I'm so sorry, you know, I talked more about the book tonight because of course for the first time I got it. And again, it's available on Amazon as an ebook, and the paperback is gonna be out hopefully sooner than we think. But we're gonna have to have a second part of this because I want to dig deeper into what you can write and what you should write and what not to write. Or you can just